Hi, I'm Bee.
And I'm Allie.
Welcome to Yogi and the Bee.
Yeah, long time no see, B. How you doing?
Holy, March has been a whirlwind.
It has been very, very busy. It's kind of crazy. Kind of
Is
crazy.
it is it the spring and the pollen or what is it?
I think it is. I think it is. I am so out of it because of the pollen. How about you?
Excuse me. Maybe I've got a little tickle.
Well,
I don't know. It does. I feel kind of wiped out a lot.
yeah. I think it's the pollen because I slept great last night. I slept great the night before. Yeah, I'm feeling very tired. Like I need to go to bed.
Me too. But we're going to
So
make it.
what are we going to discuss today, B?
So it sounds kind of humdrum, but it's been on my mind a lot lately. How do you feel about honoring people's death? And do you feel like, I know everybody's different in how they're buried, but do you feel like that you need to go and put flowers on your grandparents' grave or your parents' grave? I know they weren't buried, but anyway, it's just, is that a Southern thing or how do you feel about it?
I think it probably is not a Southern thing. I'm always amazed when a client of mine says that she wants to be buried next to her husband so the kids can go and place flowers
Yeah.
on the grave. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wow.
I don't see your kids doing that. Our age people, they don't want to go down to a hot cemetery and sit around talking. That I think it's really an age thing, but some people are really, really thinking that the person is still there. I don't think the person's still there. But yet, saying that, I know that I'm going to Switzerland this summer to sprinkle my parents' ashes on the cemetery up in Grindelwald, and I do believe you'll be with me. But that was just
Indeed.
the one wish. So I feel like they didn't ask for a lot, and I think that I'd like to carry that out. And will I ever go to Grindelwald again? No. But if the boys go there one day, they could walk up to the cemetery like we used to in this beautiful town. At the top of the town, there's this beautiful chapel. And a lot of my family's friends that traveled to Grindelwald, my parents would share what they wanted us to do, not buying anything up there, just having the kids sprinkle the ashes. And
Right.
oh my gosh, so many people have great memories up there. Like Michael Koch, he and his mom, Joe, took their dads up there. So will they ever go there and see him? No, but it was a nice thing to do.
Sure.
So how about your family? Is your family the
Yeah.
type that gets together and goes and cleans up the
Well,
graveyard or cemetery?
so my parents will be, or I'm sorry. Yeah, that's happened. They are buried um, in Arlington Cemetery up in Sandy Springs.
Okay. Is that
And
where
they are,
Beth Franklin's parents were?
mm-mm,
No? Okay.
no, I think hers are more Floral Hills, which is
Okay.
more Decatur
Okay.
or Lawrenceville Highway up here. But so yes, my parents are buried. They are buried near my grandparents, my mom's mom and dad,
Okay.
and her sister,
Okay.
my mom's sister, and her brother-in-law, my uncle. And my mother never went to her
Right.
parents' grave, you know?
Right. Yeah. I can't
Um,
picture her going there. Yeah.
yeah, and she didn't want us to, really.
Right.
Like, you know. But my brother, so I guess my point is my brother will go and put flowers there
No, that's
for
nice. That's so
different
nice. And
occasions.
that's important to him. So it's a way to honor
Yes.
her. I like
So I think my point is I guess it's maybe more for those that are left than
yeah.
is it disrespectful or respectful to not do it. I do not feel close to them when I go to the cemetery.
Right.
It's quite the opposite, quite
Right.
frankly. But that's just me.
And maybe traditions, like the family that buys the cemetery plot for the family. I mean, we have so many cemetery plots in Marshallville, I think, and maybe Bainbridge if anybody needs one.
Mm.
That kind of would, it's been paid for. I would like to, be with my family. Interesting that you're mentioning this today. I was with a client last week, and she was talking about wanting to be buried at her husband's family's cemetery. She and her husband have been married forever. She is not the mother of the children, but very important, and she wants the kids to go and see them regularly and take care of it. And I was like, well, maybe you need to set something up, some money aside for that, so the cemetery keeps it up and puts plants and stuff, because they do that. And I said, I'm surprised that you don't want to be cremated. And she said, well, I want to be with my husband. And she said, and also I used to think that I wanted to be cremated, but her stepson's wife died, and the son, who lost his mama, kept the cremated ashes. He wanted half of them, and he put it in some sort of pottery frog and just had it in his room so he could be close to his mother, which I think is so dear. That really bothered her because they were in this tacky frog container. And I looked at her and I said, well, I get that. I totally get that. But wow, isn't it just incredible that he was with his mom and he had that experience, and it brought him comfort. So whatever way it brings comfort. So what are you thinking about doing when I murder you?
Well, great question.
Okay.
It's written down, and it's in the top drawer here in this office. That is so well organized. But
you want to take a picture of it, and we can put it with the funeral playlist that I've started?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, and your husband is actually,
in charge
part
of
executing these things.
Great.
So,
okay.
But the answer to the question is, I would like to be cremated, and my other half and I, would like our ashes sprinkled outside of the Mucky Duck, which is a beach bar in Captiva, Florida. Okay. Just out into the ocean. They have this wonderful sunset kind of tradition every night. People go to watch the sunset and everybody starts clapping, cheers, blah, blah, blah. And we both said at one time when we were there that that's what we would like.
I love that. And that's celebratory, like,
Yes.
It would need to be for you, for sure.
It better be.
I mean, nobody's going to sit around like snotting. Yeah. It's going to be cheers to her. What a cool person. I wonder why Allie murdered her. Yeah.
How to get away with murder. What about you? What is your wish?
When I was a young mother, I had a whole bunch of ideas. I wanted the boys to be taken up in a helicopter by their dad and sprinkled above the North Georgia mountains, because that's my favorite place. I love mountains over beach. Now it's not such a big deal. I have these mixed feelings about cremation because of a podcast that I listened to. It really changed everything for me. Now I kind of want to be buried in a sack that becomes a tree, That's a lot of stuff for my husband would have to do, right?
But you're so teeny. We could just throw you in it and throw, like Santa Claus, big bag of presents. You
Yeah.
wouldn't weigh more than that. Because you're just so tiny.
So, I have you listened to the podcast that I begged you to listen to about the cremation place in North Georgia that was not burning the bodies, that were just kind of throwing them out in the woods? I mean, I told a friend of mine that it kind of changed how I feel. I'm not going to drag all the ashes of my parents now. I'm just going to take a little bit because it could be somebody else in there, you know?
Oh, I see. So, you can pay for private cremation. It's more.
Well, I could do it. Just if somebody gives me a house with an outside fireplace, I could take care of burning a body.
Well, we have that here.
Yeah, okay. And we know that Mara would be real good at tending that fire.
Indeed.
So, now it's really not a big deal. Whatever they want to do, really, whatever they want to do. Take me to Vietnam, sprinkle me. Oh, and this woman that I was talking to who's lovely, she was saying she doesn't want to be divided. She doesn't want people to divide out her ashes. That makes her very uncomfortable thinking about that. And like a little bit here, a little bit there. I don't care. How about when the boys are traveling, they could, sprinkle me places that I haven't been to? That would be kind of fun. And say, well, Mom went there. Yeah. Grand Canyon. Here you go, Mom. You went to the Grand Canyon. Yeah.
Okay, we can do that too.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I guess it depends. But anyway, it's just, I think so much of it is tradition, age, but I think it's all just very personal. Now, I do think it's important for our listeners to know that, because everyone is asking, because we keep talking about our big trip this summer. Oh, what are you doing? We probably tell every group of friends separate from you all, and they're like, oh my God, that's so sweet. Listeners, we are going on a huge trip this summer with Allie and her husband, and the main purpose of the trip is for us to go and be with them when she takes her parents' ashes to Grindelwald, Switzerland, which she just mentioned, which is so special and a really special place for her, I think, going there so much as a child, right?
Yes.
And so we won't bore you with all the details, but we will start together in Amsterdam. They will get on a boat, a cruise, for a week, and then we'll do our own thing in Stockholm and I don't know.
Are you doing Copenhagen, I think?
I don't really plan. I don't really know.
I loved, your partner told me what she's planning on.
She's got it all mapped out.
It sounds perfect. She really does nice trips. She does.
She does. So anyway, I'm just going to meet you in Switzerland on July 10th, I think. That's so exciting and fun.
I know.
So that's one way to deal with death and
yes, absolutely,
burying parents. And I don't know, maybe we will go back. You don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's so many other places. I mean, I feel kind of guilty to be doing this, so that's why it's kind of nice that I have friends going, because I'm gonna let you experience it through me. Instead of me just going and doing this, because I have been so many times and there's so many places I need to see. I haven't been to a lot of places in Spain. I haven't been to Sicily. I mean, there's so much I want to see. More places in France, please.
Yeah. Portugal would be
great. I haven't done that yet. And you can go and rent a house and then just take day trips from there, which is a money saver. We are going to be staying in a chalet, which is the perfect area, right where I want to be. Wow. I can't wait. We're going to do lots of videos to share with y'all, and we'll be posting them on YouTube. So if you have not
Oh,
followed us
wow.
on there
Yeah.
yet, you are going to miss out. So you're losers. And oh, I'm sorry, that's mean. Please follow us on YouTube. It's super easy. You just like go on there and you just like follow. You know,
Follow. Uh-huh.
follow. Hmm.
Subscribe or follow?
I think it's subscribe. I think it is
Subs-
subscribe. Yeah.
subscribe.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So what we're trying to do here in the year 2025 is be alive, and
Yeah.
also
Yes.
once a month we're trying to throw this good
Yes.
time in the mix.
Yes.
And so,
Right.
that's our plan.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How are we looking on people listening to our last one?
Well, I find it interesting because although I don't know who the people are, but the order in which they are listening, I mean, there are people listening to like over a year ago to some episodes, and I don't really know the answer to your question.
Well, we've had 25 downloads in the last 30 days, and the last one that we did, 37 people have listened to it. But if you look at the numbers, the other ones, yeah, people are going through them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just takes a minute until
It does.
we
Yeah.
hit the tour circuit.
Yeah.
It may be another year, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but just know that we will be coming to your country. If you get everyone you know to listen to it, so we have a following. We can't do certain things until people follow us. It's the craziest thing. Don't know how to improve that, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on that because I can get.
You can go down rabbit holes.
I can get crazy.
Truth be told.
Over the stupidest things like. Yeah. I'm trying not to do that. But maybe we can hire somebody who can do it for us.
Mm-hmm. Well,
would anybody like to do it for us?
Maybe so. We'll see how popular we get.
Yes. Yes.
Do you want to tell people what we did for fun?
What
since
did we
we've been
do
together?
For fun? What?
I mean, since we recorded our last episode?
What have we done?
Love on the Rocks.
Oh my gosh.
Surprise.
Of course
you want to tell them or you want me to tell them?
You tell them. But of course they've seen the videos on Instagram, right, guys?
We went to see Neil Diamond. I know it sounds crazy and you don't think maybe we're old enough to enjoy such, but we did, and we are. And Allie, was really patient in my last minute ticket purchases. Anyway, we made it. We ended up dead center. If you watch the video, you could see how close we were. Literally could touch the stage.
It was amazing.
Dead center, second row.
It was amazing. It was worth the delay.
It was just so fun, and we should pack some other fun, silly moments, just the two of us, in our calendars moving forward.
Yes, I think so too. I also went up to New York.
Yes, you went to New York.
I haven't seen you. How was that? Amazing time. We were with the Hawks, and that was fun because we have the greatest, she doesn't know about this, greatest person who kind of treats us and orders the cars and makes the dinner reservations and what do you want to do next? So the first night when we get there, we do an incredible dinner at a Lebanese restaurant, and then we go to an incredible bar. I will share these pictures with you. The parlor, thank you. Which was really great. The artwork was hilarious. And after that, it was probably around 12:30 at night, and the lovely woman goes, what do y'all want to do next? And I was like, how about we go dancing? So she, looked into places. She, has all of her people she's talking to and getting information from. And she's like, okay, we're going to go and we can go for an hour. The driver's picking us up. We're going to head there now. And if we only want to stay there for an hour or less, we can do that because the driver will be waiting for us outside. So we go. And when we get there, I'm carded. I know because I look so young. But I think they do that to everybody because they want to know who's there because it's a very private experience.
Whoa.
So I didn't have my driver's license. And so they were like, sorry, you can't come in. Everybody else had theirs. This tall guy was like, can I come in with y'all? And I was like, sure, if I can get in. My husband had my passport photo information on his phone, so I was able to do that, and they clicked it or whatever.
Oh,
so they
goodness.
knew that I was in the aisle.
Wow.
And it was packed. There was no room for dancing, but we danced because I wanted to dance off the meal that I'd eaten. We didn't drink there. We didn't order any food. We just danced for an hour, and then we left.
Wow. You were really living the high life.
So we got home at 2:30, I think.
What?
Yes, 2:30.
Was this the first night?
Mm-hmm. The first night.
Wow.
And then the next morning we all met. Slightly hungover.
Just a teeny bit.
Oh, God. Way too much wine. And then we went to the Jam, which is a great place for brunch, guys. Very cool. Very cool space. And then we all decided, we were with one other couple, a father and son who I really liked. And we went to Nordstrom and shopped around, and then we went to Central Park and walked in the most uncomfortable shoes that I danced in the night before.
Dude, what are you thinking?
My feet were, oh my God, every pain was death. And I didn't say a thing because my husband really has little time for that. So I walked around and around and around and around and around and around in these really uncomfortable boots. And then we went and got on in the car, and then we went back to the great hotel, the Langham, if you're ever looking for something that's just in the middle of everything. And then we were picked up again by the same driver to go out to Brooklyn. Go Brooklyn Nets. They won by 2 points. And
oh gosh, were you on the edge of your seat?
I was on the edge of my seat.
Whoa. Hang on, you forgot one thing.
What?
How did you see the St. Patrick's Day parade?
That was the next morning, and it was raining, and we got in super late because we went to the most amazing kosher vegan restaurant and had pizza and a cheese platter. It was just food heaven.
I'm so glad.
And this is at 9:30 at night, and I was starving because we had.
Dude, you were like, were you drinking Red Bull?
Brunch. No.
This is crazy, your nighttime activity.
Listen, is it
just a city vibe?
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm like that on these trips. I can do it because it's this limited time. So then we went there, and then the next morning, I just kind of wanted to lounge, and the parade, it was raining, and my husband was like, dude, it's I just walked to work. It's gross. Just stay in bed. So I eventually got up and had lunch at another amazing vegan restaurant. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with all the restaurants, but I will post them because if you are looking for vegan, vegetarian, or just an amazing experience, I had beef bourguignon at a restaurant.
Shut up.
Kosher vegan. And it tasted exactly like beef bourguignon. Had to use a fork and knife.
I can't believe it. That's amazing.
Shout out to this restaurant group. I don't have the information on me, but I'm going to talk about them. I'll put that on Instagram.
Sure.
And this information because it is this chef is very talented.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad. And so y'all
And
got back.
we got back Tuesday night late,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
9:30. Yeah. So how about you? You have had, I haven't spoken to you in 2 weekends. So the weekend before you had something major going on, and then this last weekend you had a baby shower, right?
we did. Well, the weekend before last, we just went down to our friends in
That's right.
Sonoy
That's
for a
right. Was it
birthday.
fun? Was it fun?
It was really fun, but I don't know if you remember, but it was the night we were anticipating the horrible storms.
Yeah, but y'all didn't get it, right?
And they always usually get hit big time, but we made it through, and it was really fun. We grilled steaks and Caesar salad and played games, and we're just so silly. They have a great house and sat out on the screen porch and told stories, and we're just silly. And then the next day we went to, I think it's called the Bus Barn or something down in Fayetteville, and went and had some lunch, pizza.
Ooh, yum.
Came on back, and then yeah, this weekend we were in Columbia for a baby shower, and it was
And how did it
really
go?
fun. It went really well.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Did they do
So
this color thing that people do
balloon
that I hate?
art, yes,
Oh my
and
God, stop doing it.
but this was fun because it was co-ed.
Oh, that is fun.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
was fun, and it
I
was at
feel
a
like they all are now that I see on Instagram, all the funny ones that I see, but are a lot of them not? The gender reveal?
well, like the one we had for my niece. It was just the girls. We had at Wahoo
Oh,
Indicator.
okay.
So this was a little different, which was fun, and it was in like a workspace coffee house, and then of course I was in charge of the bubbles
Oh,
bar,
that's
the
right. Did you
mimosas.
succeed in your pouring of bubbles?
Heck yeah!
Well
And then
done. Well done.
great food and
Mm.
delicious
Mm.
from
What
a
was your
homemade
favorite
bakery.
thing that you ate?
I mean, you know me. I'm always a pimento cheese chicken salad.
Yes. Yummy.
No, but it was good, and the mom to be is just precious and looks so healthy and happy, and it was fun. So got back yesterday, but about 4 o'clock. But
Oof.
yeah, March has just been a whirlwind, but
Yeah.
we knew it going into it, and looking
Indeed.
forward to kind of slowing things down.
Okay. Well,
Right?
listen, I'm going to see you this Saturday, and I'm serious about coming early and getting things done so we can get straight to the fun. We're going to be doing the portrait art game.
Which
So
I'm not. Listen,
hilarious.
I'm just going to put it out there now. Maybe it's because I'm not any good at it, but I'm dreading it.
You're dreading it. It is so funny, and the worse it can look, the funnier. So you got to let your ego go because those.
I
are
mean,
the
I don't
best
even know.
laughs.
I can barely draw a stick figure.
Me
So
too.
this is where we're headed. So it's or you draw a portrait of your partner who is sitting across from you. Is that correct?
Whoever you draw.
Whoever you draw.
Drawing. Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
we'll
we
have
don't do our
lots of
partners, and that's going to make
yeah.
it way more fun.
Yeah. So we'll have lots to fill you guys in
Maybe
on
have some
about
art
that.
lessons. You and my husband could have some art lessons before Saturday. But we're going to be doing that, and we'll hopefully, if everyone's okay with us sharing the video of everyone doing it. People are weird about that. We might have to do a little individual one. But the initial seeing the picture and the laughing, my whole throat was like moving from laughter.
Yeah, that's why I asked you to send me those videos, because I was trying to explain to whoever we were with what we're doing.
I think it's on Instagram, and I'm sorry I was, jamming in New York. I was probably dancing.
It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, that's what we have coming up.
And it's probably up on the text from 2 weeks ago when you asked me. So,
Yeah. It's
Yep, yep,
anyway.
yep.
All right. Well, had fun. I had fun. I enjoyed it. I feel like we went from low to high to
Yeah,
high to
yeah,
medium. We
yeah.
covered it all.
We did. We did.
Okay.
And I will see you on Saturday. Super excited. Don't worry about not being good. No one could be worse than my husband's picture of me.
Hmm.
No one. No one. No one.
All
And
right.
I'm going to get this out to y'all, and I will see you later.
Okay. Bubbles and bye bye.
Namaste.